Hi everyone, this is Jyoti here from Real Education Center, and today we are going to see one more type of verb. Now, before we start our topic, look at these sentences. I teach, I teach every day. He teaches 3 days a week. We want something interesting in dinner. They worked hard. Now, teach is verb here, and teaches is verb here. Here, the verb is we want, so want is verb. And here in this sentence, worked is your verb. Now, as we can see, depending on the subject of a sentence, the verb is changing. Here it comes I teach, and here he teaches. Because the subject is third person singular sense, we have put here teaches. And here it's just single, that is I. So we have put teach here. Similarly, here we have put want. And here, depending on the tense of a sentence, we have put worked. We can say that these verbs not only change according to the subject, but they also tell us about the tense. Like I teach every day is present tense. He teaches 3 days a week. This is also present tense. He wants something interesting in dinner. Again, present tense. And they worked hard. This is past tense. So, such verbs which tell us about the tense and change according to the subject, they are called finite verb. So, this is finite verb. They change according to the subject and indicate tense. They always agree with the subject according to the person, number, and tense of a sentence. Now, the other type of verb, that is non-finite verb. They don't change according to the subject and they don't indicate tense also. Look at these sentences. I like to teach every day. Teaching is an art. I saw her teaching many students. If you look at these sentences, I like to teach every day. Here, to teach. This looks like a verb, but it doesn't change according to the tense, nor does it change according to the subject. Teaching is an art. Teaching. This looks like a verb, but this is not verb. However, this is not the verb which tells us about the tense. I saw her teaching many students. Again here teaching. See, these words, they look like verbs, but they don't tell us about the tense, and nor do they change according to the subject. For example, here if I write, he likes to teach every day, then the verb which is changing is likes and not this to teach. So, this verbs to teach, teaching, and I saw her teaching. So, in this sentence also teaching. But they don't change according to the subject and they don't tell us about the tense also. For example, here this is in present tense. This is also in present tense. This from ease word we can tell that this is present tense. And I saw, this is in past tense, but still here we have written teaching. These type of words, they don't change according to the subject and they don't indicate tense. They are called non-finite verbs. So basically, we can say that depending on the verb, whether changing according to the subject or not, and whether they tell us about the tense or not, there are two types of verb, finite verbs and non-finite verbs. Finite verbs, as I said, they are limited to subject. They are limited to subject, they are limited to number of person, they are limited to number and the tense also. But non-finite verb, they are not limited in numbers, person and tense also. They remain same everywhere. And they are further classified into infinitives, infinitives, gerund, and participle. Infinitives are basically two form, that is to plus main verb. To plus main verb. Like here, I like to teach. To and main verb, teach. Gerund is ing form. So, main verb plus ing. But again, these doesn't reflect the tense. Participle, again, there are two types of participle, present participle, past participle. Like, they act like noun and or adjective sometimes. I saw her teaching many students. So this is participle. So this is how finite and non-finite verbs work. We'll look into much detail about non-finite verbs in our later sessions.